Credit Me presents Game Day. Hi there, my name is Danish and here we are in beautiful Pune for our next game against the Rajasthan Royals. The last time we played against the Rajasthan Royals, we beat them thanks to that brilliant partnership between Shahbaz and DK. And the last time we played on this ground, we won. So well, how positive is the team looking going into this game? Let's find out. Faf, in the last game, we were bundled out for 68 and that game got over really quickly. How do you bounce back after a game like that?
No, for me it's almost like a blip on the radar, if you can explain it like that. I think you have to look at in context. In a season you're playing a lot of games. So for me, whether you lose by 1 run or you lose by 500 runs, you still try and reach a level of wins that you need to reach to make the knockout stages. And obviously we are very disappointed in that game, but you have to move on very quickly, because if you do carry the baggage of a game like that, then it drags on into 1 or 2 or 5 or 6 matches. So what's really important for me is cutting that game off, putting it behind us and focus and move forward.
यार कमाल है आजकल सब इंस्टेंट है।
Not everything भाई, loans लेने में हफ्ते लग जाते हैं।
नहीं भाई, अब लोन भी इंस्टेंट है।
Credit B, loans anytime, anywhere.
For the fans who weren't privy to the team meeting that happened today before we left from Mumbai to Pune, what was said in the meeting? I mean, how do you lift a team that's just gone through a blip like you mentioned earlier?
No, I mean, without sharing too much of the gold that was in that meeting. The important thing for me, as I said, is you look ahead. I've been fortunate enough with a lot of guys in our dressing room that understands the ups and downs of sport. You know, even just last year, I remember going through the same experience, playing for a different team, but I think we were bowled out for 60 or 70 or so as well, and ended up winning the competition. So, you know, a game like that is a bad day at the office, and you literally got to make sure you put it behind you, not worry about what people are saying, what people are thinking. You just put that focus back into you as a group.
New venue, a new city, and a change in fortunes again then for us on the cards?
I hope so. Everyone is ready to go. Everyone is really, really hungry to perform. That's the one thing that I do genuinely feel within us as a group. Every single player is desperate to put his best out there, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for as a captain. Effort and attitude is one of the things that we can control. And if we do that, hopefully the result will be on our side.
Mike, just to talk about the points table. So what you're saying is there is never really an emphasis on, okay, we need to go hard in this game because we need the net run rate up. This, unless it ever comes down to that.
You know, every game we play is worth 2 points.
Right.
So it's not like we're going to try any harder this game than last game, or vice versa. If you ever get to a point in a game where you know you've got the game by the scruff of the neck, then you can try and dominate to push your net run rate up. Or contrary to that, when we were placing CSK and we were struggling, we knew we had to bat out the 20 overs to sustain that net run rate. But you've got to play the game well enough to get to that point. Right. You don't start the game with that in mind, otherwise you get blown off the park.
Right.
So, you know, the thought of going, oh, we've got to win this by lots. Well, firstly, you actually have to win the game.
Right.
Otherwise, it's completely irrelevant. You don't get 2 points, and if you lose, your net run rate goes down. Right. So it's a pretty simple philosophy. Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
Talking about revitalizing careers, Harshal Patel, he seems to be our go-to man when we need to kind of, you know, squeeze the opposition while they're batting. How effective has he been with the ball?
Oh, hugely effective in different phases too. So, you know, we've got guys that take the new ball and swing it, but he does a different job. Obviously, after the power play, he can not only squeeze, he can create wicket-taking opportunities, which can sort of stunt the middle order growth, which is important. And then he bowls at the tough times at the death, you know, when the pressure's on, the game's on the line. So you need people that actually want to do that. They want to be that guy that takes the bull by the horns, I guess, and the team follow him. And, you know, the fact that himself and Hazlewood and Siraj give us 3 really good options at the death, you know, if you want to be a good side, you have to have more than 2. So, Harshal certainly leads that.
Now, talking about the game that we play next, we've travelled to Pune and we've had a fantastic outing the last time we were here. Is that something that you take in your stride when you come into a venue where you've already won a game?
Yeah, it's cricket and sport is a game of confidence, so you have to try and take those little 1%ers and try and use it to your advantage. So yes, we've played here once, we had a good game, but we're also coming up against some really strong opposition tomorrow, so we know that we need to be on top of our game, and that's been our focus throughout the season, is how can we improve and get better every opportunity we get.
Let's talk about Yuzi and Ashwin. How's the team prepping for that?
I think it's a very good combination that they have. They've got the experience, the guile of Ashwin, plus the cleverness of Chahal, and Chahal's the purple cap holder. I think that's definitely a challenge. Ashwin bowls one day in the power play, Chahal through the middle, and they have the tendency to hold Chahal back for the end as well. So I think we have a definite game plan against them. One first thing is we don't have too many left-handers in our top 6, which will sort of negate the Ashwin factor a little bit. But again, the Yuzi through the middle and the Yuzi at the end is definitely a challenge. But the way we played them last game, the way DK got above Ashwin, that's definitely a plus. We definitely have to play Chahal better, and that's something we worked on specifically. So we are ready for the battle.
Thank you for watching this episode of RCB Presents Game Day. My name is Danish. The team is really looking forward to this game, and so are we, and I'm sure so are you. So go ahead, put on that jersey, sit in front of your TV, Star Sports or Hotstar, watch this game, because without you, the team is one man short. You are our official 12th man. Go ahead and support us.
चलो चलो बस निकलेंगे